My name is Mike Lockett, and I'm a storyteller. I've traveled to 32 states so far, and 17 countries. I travel all around the world. I get to tell fibs to make a living. Yeah, it's a weird way to make a living, because when I was a kid, I got in trouble for fibbing. And as an adult, I get paid for fibbing, and they call me a storyteller. It's a whole brand new name. But I was in Hawaii. While I was in Hawaii, I was just playing on my instrument. This is called a dulcimer. A little boy came up and he says, "Aloha." What? Aloha. Aloha means hello. Oh, okay. Thank you. Hello to you too. Aloha. And then when he started to go, he said, "Aloha." I said, "You already said hello." "Oh no. Aloha also means goodbye." And he says, "I'ma like you." What? "I'ma like you." "Oh, I like you." "Oh, okay, I'ma like you too. I like you too." He says, "I'ma like you playing." What? "I'ma like you playing." "Oh, I like your playing." "Yeah, I like your playing." So when I came back to the mainland, out in Hawaii, that's what they call the other 48 states here where we live in Illinois. They call it the mainland. And I sat down and I wrote a song. And if you guys want to sing part of the song with me, you can once you hear what it's about. Because the listeners on this CD might like to know too, okay? Are you ready? Well, if I was walking down the street, I see someone I meet, and I wonder, could we be friends? Now that's your job, and that's your job out in Videoland. You get to go, put your hand on your chin. Are you ready? So walking down the street, I see someone I meet, and I wonder, could we be friends? 'Cause I'm a like you, I think you like me too. I'm a like you, oh, I hope you like me too. Walking down the street, I see someone I meet, and I wonder, could we be friends? But what if that person said, "Hola"? Can you sing that? "Hola, hola, hola, ¿cómo está usted hoy?" What? Huh? Oh, I don't speak Spanish. I don't know what hola means. Oh, but wait a minute. If they wave, can you guys wave in the camera? Can you guys wave? And if they smile, can everybody smile? Then I know. Hola, sing it. Hola, that means hello. Hello. So walking down the street, I see someone I meet, and I say, yes, we can be friends. But wait a minute. What if they say, ni hao? Ni hao. Ni hao. Ah, ni hao, 我很高兴认识你. What? What did you do to your knee? Wait a minute. That sounds like Chinese, but I don't know Chinese. But, oh, wait a minute. If they wave, can you wave? Can you wave? And if they smile, I know ni hao, ni hao means hola, hola. Hello. Hello. So walking down the street, I see someone I meet, and I'd say, yes, we can be friends. But wait a minute. What if they say, bonjour, bonjour, bonjour. Ah, bonjour, mademoiselles and messieurs, comment allez-vous? A what? And a who? Wait a minute. That sounds like it's French, but, oh, I know. If they wave, can you wave? And if they smile, I know bonjour. Bonjour. That means ni hao. Ni hao. Hola. Hola. Hello. Oh, there are all ways of saying hello. So I guess if you wave, if you smile, that's a nice way of saying hello. So walking down the street, I see someone I meet, and I say, yes, we can be friends. But wait a minute. I was walking down a dusty road in Africa. And while I was in Africa, a little boy said, "Jumbo!" Wait a minute, Jumbo? Isn't that an elephant with great big ears in the Disney movie? No? So what do you suppose Jumbo meant when I saw him waving and Smiling, he said, Jumbo. Yeah, and that meant the same as bonjour, ni hao, hola, hello. So, walking down the street, I see someone I meet, and I say, yes, we can be friends. That's called my hello song. Hello, 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 and goodbye.
Bye-bye.
You get to press the off button for a minute. What? Good morning. I'm Mike Lockett, and let's start with the song, why don't we? I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll sing and you repeat. Now, it's going to sound kind of weird right now because we're recording this, so I'm going to be repeating myself. But you can repeat at home, and you'll learn how to do this in no time whatsoever. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. Well, I'm going to tell. I'm going to tell. Well, I'm going to holler. I'm going to holler, and I'm going to yell. I'm gonna yell, I'll get you in trouble, I'll get you in trouble. For everything we do, for everything we do, well, I'm gonna tell on you. Try that one, go. Ready, I'm gonna tell on you. Now, are you ready to give this a try? It's I'm gonna tell, I'm gonna tell, I'm gonna holler, and I'm gonna yell. I'll get you in trouble. For everything you do, I'm going to tell on you. Now, we're going to do the chorus together, and you can sing with me on the chorus, and I'll do some crazy verses in between. Well, I'm going to tell, well, I'm going to tell, well, I'm going to holler, and I'm going to yell. I'll get you in trouble for everything you do. Well, I'm going to tell on you. Now it's just my turn. Well, I'm gonna tell that you suck your thumb, and I'm gonna tell where you stuck your gum, and I'm gonna tell about the cat and the glue. Well, I'm gonna tell on you. Can you sing the chorus? Well, I'm gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna holler, and I'm gonna yell. I'll get you in trouble for everything you do. Well, I'm gonna tell on you. Well, I'm gonna tell. You said a bad word. Well, I'm gonna tell just what I heard, but I'm not gonna tell what I said to you. I'm just gonna tell on you. Sing with me. Well, I'm gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna holler, and I'm gonna yell. I'll get you in trouble for everything you do. Well, I'm gonna tell on you. Now it's just my turn. Well, I'm gonna tell. You socked me and you bit me. Well, I'm gonna tell about how you smacked me and you hit me. But I'm not gonna tell what I did to you. I'm just gonna tell on you. Now sing with me. Well, I'm gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna holler, and I'm gonna yell. I'll get you in trouble for everything you do. Well, I'm gonna tell on you. Now it's my turn. Well, I'm gonna tell that you hid the broom just to get out of cleaning your room. When Mama comes home, she'll sweep the floor with you, 'cause I'm gonna tell on you. Sing with me. Well, I'm gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna tell. Well, I'm gonna holler, and I'm gonna yell. I'll get you in trouble for everything you do. Well, I'm gonna tell on you. Well, my name is Mike Lockett. This summer, we're doing something a little different. We're trying to record some of these stories and songs for you. So today, I started with I'm Gonna Tell. It's by Rosalie Sorrells, and Rosalie was a grandma. She was doing something that a grandma should never do. She was painting her kitchen ceiling while the grandkids were over. And the kids kept going, I'm gonna tell, I'm gonna tell, I'm gonna tell on you. Finally, she got wise. She climbed down off the ladder. She played games with the kids and she painted the ceiling later, and then sat down afterwards and wrote this song. The song has been adapted by Mike Anderson from Jacksonville, Illinois, who added some different lyrics to it. And by the way, I not only got permission from her estate to sing the song, but her son called me up on the phone to tell me how much he enjoyed the song and added his blessings to that. So the song is sung with permission. But right now, I'd like to tell you a story. Are you ready? The Mouse and the Elephant. Now, sometimes I'm called a person of many hats because I oftentimes can be seen with my Panama Jack or a baseball hat, or many times with a funny-looking animal hat. Well, today, the animal hats win out. The mouse and the elephant. Once upon a time, there was a mouse. And the mouse was saying, "I am the strongest animal in the world." His uncle heard him talking and said, "You better not let the elephant hear that." "Well, why not? I'm stronger than an elephant." "There's no way you're stronger than an elephant." "Yes, I am. Matter of fact, if I see an elephant, I will stomp it into the ground." "Boy, I'd like to see that," said his uncle. And off Mouse went, looking for an elephant. Now, Mouse came upon an animal. It was laying close to the ground, stretched out. It had a long tail. It had 4 legs. It had a long tongue that it stuck out in the air, and it crawled on its 4 legs, and Mouse looked at it and said, "Are you an elephant?" The 4-legged animal says, "No, I am a lizard." "Well, that's a good thing that you are not an elephant," said the mouse. "Why? What would happen if I was an elephant?" "If you were an elephant," said the mouse, "I would stomp you into the ground." Lizard almost laughed. He opened his mouth and started to laugh, but suddenly he heard the crash of thunder, like it was going to rain. Lizard did not like to get wet. So Lizard turned and ran away. And Mouse said, "See, that lizard knew how strong I am. He knew that I would stomp him into the ground if he stayed around." Now Mouse kept running around looking for an elephant. He came upon another 4-legged animal. "Woof!" said the animal. "Woof!" Mouse looked at the animal and said, "Are you an elephant?" "No," said the 4-legged animal. "I am a dog." "Well, it's a good thing that you are not an elephant." "Why? What would happen if I was an elephant?" "If you were an elephant, I would stomp you into the ground." Now the dog would have laughed, but just then he heard his master call. It was supper time. Dog ran away as fast as he could go. Said the mouse, "That dog knew how strong I was. Why, he knew I would stomp him into the ground if he stayed around." Then Mouse kept running around. He was looking for an elephant, and he came upon an animal that had legs that were as big as tree trunks. He had a rope from the front of his house. It looked almost like a snake. He had sides as big as walls. And he looked at him and he said, "Are you an elephant?" "Yes, I am an elephant." "Well, get ready," said the mouse. "Ready for what?" asked the elephant. I am stronger than anyone in the world, and now that I have found you, I'm going to prove I am stronger than an elephant. Why, I am going to stomp you into the ground." Well, Elephant had just started to reach down with his mighty trunk.
he had started to fill his trunk up full of water. He was laughing so hard at this foolish mouse that he looked at the mouse and he went, and he squirted him with water, and Mouse went flying halfway across the jungle. Well, Mouse got up and he came back, and by the time he was back, Elephant was gone. He was off somewhere else in the jungle laughing, and Mouse said, "It's a good thing that rainstorm came up and washed me away, or I would have stomped that elephant into the ground." Then the mouse ran back to his uncle, and he told his uncle how he had chased away the lizard, he had chased away the dog, and he had even chased away the elephant. And his uncle told his friends, and his friends told their friends, and their friends told, well, animals that weren't even their friends. And today, every person and every animal in the world has heard the story. And that's why so many people believe that elephants are still afraid of mice. You've heard that before, haven't you? The story of the mouse and the elephant. Once upon a time, there was a bear. Now, Bear was big, and Bear was mean, and Bear always went around the forest. He would say, "I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. I can do anything." Oh, the animals got sick and tired of hearing that. Every day, "I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. I can do anything." But one day, while Bear was being obnoxious, saying, "I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. I can do anything," along came the chipmunk. And Chipmunk said, "No, you can't." Bear said, "Who said that? Who said that?" "I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. I can do anything." Chipmunk again said, "No, you can't." Bear said, "Who said that?" "I did," said the little chipmunk. "Hey, I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. What part of that don't you get?" "Okay, you are Bear. You are big. You are strong. I admit that." "I can do anything." "No, you can't." "Hey, I am big. I am strong. I can do anything." "No, you can't," said the chipmunk. "Well, what can't I do?" "You can't stop the sun from coming up." "Look, I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. We settled on that." "Yeah, we settled on that." "Well, I can do anything." "No, you can't stop the sun from coming up." "Look, I can too." "No, you can't." "Yes, I can." "No, you can't." "Yes, I can." "No, you can't." "Well, Bear, okay, tomorrow morning, the sun will not come up." "Yes, it will." Well, the bear stood out beside the lake all night long, saying, "I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. The sun will not come up." And all night long, Chipmunk said, "Yes, it will." Now the animals, they gathered on one side of the lake. The animals gathered on the other side of the lake. They began to worry. What happened if the sun did not come up? That would be terrible. Nothing would grow. Nothing would grow if the sun did not come up. They would all starve. They would be hungry. It would be nighttime all of the time. The animals that hunted at night would always be chasing them and eating them. They would never be able to play in the sunshine and enjoy the daylight. That would be terrible. But Bear, all night long, I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. The sun will not come up. Well, in the morning, suddenly, the sun began to come up on the far side of the lake. I am Bear. I am big. The sun will not come up. The sun came up higher. I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. The sun will not come up. The sun kept coming up until soon the sun was high in the sky. All the animals were relieved. The chipmunk, yeah, I told you so, I told you so. And Bear looked at Little Chipmunk and says, Little Chipmunk, you are right. The sun did come up. I could not stop the sun from coming up. But I am Bear. I am big. I am strong. And I am going to eat you. Wah! And Bear grabbed a hold of Chipmunk. I could not stop the sun from coming up, but I can stop you from living another day. Prepare to be eaten, Chipmunk. Now Bear's long claws held Chipmunk down, and Chipmunk says, well, at least before I die, will you let me pray? Well, yes, pray to whatever God you believe in, Little Chipmunk. I can't. What do you mean you can't? You're holding me too tight. Let me go just a little bit so I can pray. Then you can eat me. You should always pray and say grace before you eat your food, and I will pray because I know I'm going to die. Well, Bear let go of Chipmunk just a little, and as he let go, Chipmunk ran as fast as he could. He started to dive into his hole, but Bear was quicker than Chipmunk thought, and as Chipmunk started to dive down in the hole, Bear grabbed him with his big claws. Oh, Chipmunk started to try to pull away, but those claws were tight in his back. And Little Chipmunk just barely managed to pull away from Bear's long claws. And as he did, it made long marks all down his back. Now those marks down his back, they were sore for the longest time. But the sun had watched all of this. He, too, had grown tired of Bear's bragging, and he was glad Chipmunk had shown up the bear. But the sun helped dry up the marks on Chipmunk's back. And when they healed, they were no longer painful. And when they healed, they had turned into beautiful stripes on Chipmunk's back. Now Bear, he is big. He is strong. But he's not very bright. And Bear has long since gone away and forgotten about the problem with Chipmunk so long ago. Little Chipmunk, he always remembers, and he treats Bear with great respect. And now you know the story of how Chipmunk got its stripes. Once upon a time, there was a turtle. Now, Turtle one day was walking through the woods, and as he walked, Turtle came to an elephant. An elephant looked at him and said, "Get out of my way, Turtle." Oh, that's not nice to talk that way. "I don't have to be nice," said Elephant. "Oh, no. Everyone is supposed to be nice." "Not me," said the elephant. "Wait a minute. Why aren't you supposed to be nice?" "Because I am big. I am strong. And you are small." "Oh, no, said the elephant. I really am big." No, you're not, said the elephant, and he shook his head no. I am big. I am strong. You are small. No! I am strong. Besides that, it's not nice to pick on anybody, but I am strong. And Elephant said, no, you are not strong. I am big. I am strong. You are small. Turtle looked at the elephant and says, okay, elephant, I'll show you. Tomorrow, I'm going to come and see you in the woods, and I will bring a rope. And when I put the rope down, you take the rope and wrap the rope around yourself. Yeah, you probably better use your other hand to help with this one, Josh. Okay, are you ready? You hold one end of the rope, and I will hold the other end. And I will pull, and you pull, and I will pull, and you pull, and I will pull, and you pull. And I will beat you in a contest. Huh, Elephant looked and says, ha, 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 I will beat you. And Turtle walked away while Elephant was still laughing. But then Turtle went for a swim. He was swimming in the river, doing the backstroke too. And he came across a hippo. Oh, Hippo said, get out of my way, Turtle. Oh, so rude. Everyone is supposed to be nice, said the turtle. Not me, said the hippo. Get out of my way, I will step on you. That definitely would not be nice. I don't have to be nice. Well, everyone's supposed to be nice. Not me, said the hippo, because I am big. I am strong, and you are small. No, 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 said the turtle. I really am big. See, I'm really big for a turtle. And Hippo looked and says, you are not. I am big. I am strong. You are small. All right, I will show you. I really am strong, said Turtle. Tomorrow, I will come down to the river. And when I get down to the river tomorrow, I'm going to bring a rope. And I'm going to put the rope into the water. And you wrap the rope around yourself. Miss Margaret, you better help Hippo. Use your other hand. Yeah, use your other hand. There you go, okay. Miss Margaret. Okay, and tomorrow when you get the rope, here's what you do. You pull, and I will pull. And you pull, I will pull. You pull, I will pull. And I will beat you in a contest. Hippo laughed and says, ha, 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 I will beat you. Well, Turtle got up extra early the next morning. He put one end of the rope inside of the trees. And guess who found it? Oh, yeah, you guessed right. It was the elephant. Elephant found one end of the rope, and Hippo found the other end of the rope. And Turtle hid behind a rock. Now, Elephant looked around, and he says, I see the rope, but I don't see Turtle. Hippo said, I see the rope, but I don't see Turtle. Turtle was hiding behind the rock. And Elephant pulled on the rope, and Hippo pulled, and Elephant pulled. Hippo pulled. Turtle laughed and laughed, and Elephant pulled. Hippo pulled. Turtle laughed and laughed, and Elephant pulled. Hippo pulled. Turtle laughed and laughed, and Elephant pulled. Hippo pulled. Elephant pulled. Hippo pulled. Elephant pulled. Hippo pulled. Turtle laughed and laughed. Oh, at the end of the day, Elephant dropped the rope. He said, oh, that turtle is strong. Hippo dropped the rope. She said, wow, that turtle is strong. And Turtle just laughed and laughed. Because who had Elephant been pulling all day long? You know, it was the hippo. Who had Hippo been pulling all day long? It was the elephant. They had been pulling against each other. And Turtle just laughed and laughed. My name is Dr. Michael Lockett. I'm a longtime educator, and I'm a professional storyteller, but over the last couple of years,
I have become an author, and I'd like to tell you the story that comes from an English folk tale that I have turned into a children's book called The Cat and the Mouse. The cat and the mouse, you sing. The cat and the mouse played in the house. It played in the house. It played in the barn. It played in the barn till the mouse came to harm. Till the mouse came to harm. Oh, wait a minute. It came to harm? What is that? Oh, I know. It means that the mouse got hurt. The cat, it bit off the mouse's tail. And the mouse looked up and said, "You give me back my tail." But the cat said, "Meow." "No, I will not give you back your tail unless you go to the cow and you bring me some. It's white. It sounds like silk. We drink it. It's got vitamin D. It is milk. You go to the cow and you get me some milk. Then I will give you back your tail." Well, Mouse jumped and she ran, and then she began to go and see the cow. "Yoo-hoo, Miss Cow, would you please give me some milk?" "Why, little mouse, do you want milk? Mice are not supposed to go ahead and drink milk." "I will take the milk to the meow, to the cat. The cat will give me back my tail." Now the cow thought and said, "No, I will not give you any of my milk unless you go to the farmer." He's the good-looking guy in the white hat. "You go to the farmer and you get me some," well, it's yellow. It rhymes with hooray. It rhymes with say. Cows eat it. It is called hay. "And you get me some," well, it's yellow. It rhymes with hooray. It rhymes with say. Cows eat it. It is called hay. "You go to get me some hay." "Oh, can you take a pretend pitchfork and shovel that hay up in the air?" "You go to the farmer. Get me some hay. Then I will give you some of my milk." Mouse thought. Then Mouse jumped and she ran, and then she began to go and see the farmer. "Yoo-hoo, Mr. Farmer, will you give me some of your hay?" The farmer said, "Why do you want hay? Mice don't eat hay." "Oh, I will take hay to the cow. The cow will give me some milk. I will take milk to the meow cat. The cat will give me back my tail." But the farmer said, "No, I will not give you any of my hay unless you go to the butcher and you get me some," it rhymes with seat. It rhymes with stinky feet. We eat it in sandwiches and call it meat. "And you get me some meat, and then I will give you some of my hay." Now, can you take your hand and make a chopping block? Can you take your other hand and chop and then say meat? "You go to the butcher and get me some meat. Then I will give you some of my hay. You can take hay to the cow. The cow will give you milk. You can take milk to meow, the cat. And the cat will give you back your tail." Now Mouse thought. Then Mouse jumped and she ran, and then she began to go and see the butcher. "Yoo-hoo, Mr. Butcher, would you please give me some of your meat?" "Why in the world do you want meat?" "Oh, I will take the meat to the farmer. The farmer will give me some hay. I will take hay to the cow. The cow will give me milk. I will take milk to meow, the cat. The cat would give me back my tail." But the butcher thought and said, "No, I will not give you any of my meat unless you go to la 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 la, the baker, and you get me some." It rhymes with red. It rhymes with thread. We eat it outside of our meat to make a sandwich. It is called
bread. Can you clap your hands and say bread? Bread. Do it again. Bread. You go to the baker and get me some bread. Then I will give you some of my meat. You can take the meat to the farmer. The farmer will give you hay. You can take hay to the moo. The cow will give you some milk. You can take milk to meow. The cat. The cat will give you back your tail. Now the mouse jumped and she ran, and then she began to go and see the la 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 la, the baker. Yoo-hoo, Miss Baker. For you see, it's not just men that own the businesses. Miss Baker, would you please go ahead and give me some bread? Little mouse, why do you want my bread? Oh, if you give me some bread, I will take bread to the butcher. The butcher will give me meat. I will take meat to the farmer. The farmer will give me hay. I will take hay to the cow. The cow will give me milk. I will take the milk to meow, the cat. The cat will give me back my tail. Now the baker thought and said, yes, little mouse, I will give you some of my bread if you promise to stay out of my bakery, quit scaring my customer, and quit leaving those little nasty droplets all over the floor. Now the mouse said, I promise. Now can you raise your right hand? I know it looks like my left, but can you raise your right hand and say, I promise, I promise, I promise? Can you say that? I promise, I promise, I promise. To be a good listener. Oh, yeah, that's good to say. And to be a good student in school. Yeah, oh, that's good. And to be a good child for my parents. Oh, that's a really good thing to hear. That had nothing to do with the story. But parents, you heard your child promise those things. So the mouse said, I promise, I will stay out of your store. I will not scare your customer, and I won't leave those nasty little droplets all around the place. And the baker gave the mouse some bread. He took the bread to the butcher. The butcher gave him meat. He took the meat to the farmer. The farmer gave him some hay. He took hay to moo. The cow gave him milk. He took milk to meow. The cat gave him back his tail. Then we end with a little music. Are you ready? The cat and the mouse, your turn. The cat and the mouse played in the house, your turn. Played in the house. They played in the barn. They played in the barn. But no one came to harm. Now, wouldn't it be a beautiful world if we could all share things, share our needs, and help everyone else get their needs? And wouldn't it be a beautiful world if no one came to harm or no one got hurt again, and if we could all act in a friendly way towards each other? Well, if you get time, read that book and learn how to be a better friend to everyone. The book is called The Cat and the Mouse. You can go to my website and find it, www.mikelockett.com. A long time ago, there was a cat, and the cat was always hungry. But one day, he found a way to solve his problem. He went up to a mouse hole. Now, can you touch your pointer fingers together? Can you touch your thumbs together? You just made a mouse hole. Now hold it up to your eye and look inside and say, hey, is there a mouse in there? Can you say that? Hey, is there a mouse in there? Then he would nod his head up and down and go, yup, 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 there's a mouse in there. Can you do that? Yup, 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 there's a mouse in there. Then he would put his tail high in the air. Now, oh, I notice you don't have a tail. I don't have a tail either. So let's pretend. He would put his tail in the air,
my pretend tail. Yes, raise your arm in the air. Now pretend it's a tail and look at it. And he would watch. He'd start to move his tail back and forth, and he would make a cat sound. Can you make a cat sound? Meow, meow. And the tail would go back and forth. Meow. And soon, meow, a mouse would come out. Meow. He would look at the tail. Meow. He could not take his eyes off. Meow, meow. And the cat would take his other paw. Now go ahead. Take your paw. Reach it up in the air. Stretch your fingers out really long. Make them look really scary. Because then he would go, and gotcha! Now, that was just a trial run. Do it again. And gotcha! And he would pick up the mouse by the tail. The mouse becomes wiggly, and he would look at it. Oh, he would take that mouse by the tail. He would hold it up in the air. Then he would look back. He would tip his head back. He would open up his mouth and... oh, he would eat that mouse, and it was good. And he would not be hungry until the next day. By the next day, the cat would be hungry again. He would walk up to a mouse hole. You can do it again. Touch your pointer fingers, touch your thumbs, and he would look inside. And he would say, hey, is there a mouse in there? Then he would go, yup, 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 there's a mouse in there. He would put his tail up in the air. He would begin moving his tail back and forth and go, meow, meow, and a mouse would come out. Meow, he'd look at the tail. Meow, he could not look away. Meow, the cat would take his paw. Meow, he'd make it look scary. Meow, he would go, and gotcha! And he'd pick up that mouse by the tail. Oh, he was hungry. He would tip his head back. He would open up his mouth and... oh, it was good. And he did this day after day after day, until one day the cat was hungry. He put his tail up in the air in front of the mouse hole. Go ahead, make a mouse hole. He looked inside of the mouse hole and he said, hey, is there a mouse in there? And he answered, yup, yup, yup. There's a mouse in there. And he lifted his tail high in the air. He went back and forth. Meow, meow. And a mouse came out. Meow. He looked at the tail. Meow. He could not look away. Meow. The cat took his paw. Meow. And he went, and gotcha. And he grabbed the mouse. He picked it up. He tipped his head back. He opened his mouth. He was about to eat the mouse. But that's when the mouse said, hey, what's the matter with you? Don't you have any manners? You talking to me? Said the cat. Yes, I'm talking to you, said the mouse. Don't you have any manners? You're supposed to wash before you eat. Now put me down and wash. Huh? Put you down and wash? Yes, it's disgusting to eat without washing. I've been disgusting before. It's kind of fun sometimes. Well, it's awful to eat without washing. I've been awful before too. Sometimes that's kind of fun. Well, it's oogie. Hey, oogie is not even a word. Well, it's oogie to eat without washing. You've been walking around in that litter box all day long and scratching yourself, and now you're going to eat me without washing? That's oogie. Man, I don't want to be oogie, said the cat. Well, it's oogie to eat without washing. Now put me down. Put you down? Yes, put me down. Okay. And the cat put the mouse down. Then he said, stay right there. Tell him. Point and tell him. Stay right there. Don't move, he told him. Go ahead, say it. Don't move. Don't even think about it. Tell him. Don't even think about it. And then the cat started to wash.
stay right there. Don't move. Don't even think about it. Then the cat started to wash. Go ahead, you can wash like a cat. He started to wash. You can wash like a cat. He washed here. He washed there, and soon he was washing everything until by the time he was done, he looked down and the mouse was gone. Then he looked around, just like you and I do. When we do something dumb or something we're not supposed to do, we look around to see if anyone is watching us. And there was. For that day there was a cat that had the biggest mouth in town. That cat told his friends. He told his family. He even told the cats he did not like. And by today, every cat in the entire world has heard the story. And that's why every cat, no matter where you go, always eats first and washes after. That's why cats wash after they eat. Now that is a folk tale from England that I learned from Michael Parent many, many years ago. He told me I could tell it, and I'm telling you that you can retell it, because folk tales belong to the world. Just use your own version of the story. If you use mine and republish it, then get a hold of me first, and we'll figure out what we need to do. Have a good day.